you like walk 100 miles in March, you'd probably say no, thank you very much. That's far too far. But if I said no, come on, do 8,000 steps a day, and that would mean you cover 100 miles in March, you might be more enthusiastic about the idea. Now, this is a challenge that is being put to you by the Woodpecker Project, and a man from West Sussex is hoping that people will join in this challenge using fitness to improve our mental health. And I think we all know, don't you? You feel better when you exercise. It's easy to slump, but once you go out and do something, you feel a lot better about yourself. Now let's talk to Charles Mears, who joins me in the studio now, about the Woodpecker Project, the challenge, and why he's so passionate. Very good to see you today.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us back in.
Now, tell us where this came from, because you've been a man with a mission. So how on earth do you launch a whole project and then not only do your own exercise, but go, I want other people to come and get involved in this as well?
Well, the Woodpecker Project was never going to be just about myself doing exercises and myself doing challenges. The whole idea was to try and get as many people talking, moving and feeling better about themselves. So that sets us up nicely for March and trying to get as many people as we can doing 100 miles, which is about 8,000 steps.
I think it's interesting, isn't it? Because particularly men are sometimes guilty of not talking, of bottling things up. And I sometimes think, I know I've got sons, and sometimes when you're doing other stuff, that conversation evolves naturally. So if you're out and about having a walk, then you're more likely to open up about things.
That's exactly it. And what I love about going out and playing sports and doing hobbies as well is that we really can feel safe, and those are the times we're more likely to have conversations that really matter. So by taking on this challenge and being with a community that we're all supporting each other, we're all going to have either like a WhatsApp group or Strava where we can all track each other's progress. We can be there and kind of start those conversations.
It's so much easier to exercise if other people are giving you that little bit of a boost, because it's quite nice and sunny out there at the moment, but there's been a lot of rain and drizzle. It's not tempting to go out in that, is it?
No, and that's one of the things, like we're not asking people to do every day they have to do 8,000 steps. Be a little bit mindful. If they know they've got a couple of rainy days coming up, take a few days where they only do a few thousand, head to the weekend and look forward to planning in some bigger walks and try and get some friends in where they can get talking.
So you're obviously passionate about this. Where did your journey begin then? How did you find yourself that walking or being out helped your own mental health?
Yeah, definitely. So back in that time in 2020 when we were all having a difficult phase, I noticed how much exercise really gave me an escape, and I wanted to kind of give that opportunity to others. And I found that talking about certain things that I'd either been through or I know my friends were going through really helped as well. So the two going hand in hand, really.
So you set up the Woodpecker Project. What is that? What are you hoping to achieve?
So we are a registered charity, and so with the money raised throughout this month, just like we did in November, so in November we got people doing 100 burpees a day. So as you can imagine, 3,000 burpees. The money raised for 10 mental health first aiders in communities around the UK.
That's impressive to become a registered charity. I mean, that's quite some achievement, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something that we're really proud of, and it's learning that journey because we're very new, and it's learning how we can give back into communities. So it'll be something like if we get 2,500 to 3,000 raised, we can look at people who have applied for a grant through us, and then we can work out where we can train mental health first aiders, which are really going to impact gyms and communities.
I've got all sorts of sums going around in my head, and I'm wondering, how do you? Because that's the thing, isn't it? That you've got what you want to do, but then you've got to make you've got the cost of running the charity, the cost of administering it. Do the sums all add up at the moment? How do you get the money? Do you apply for grants? How does it all work?
It's so difficult at the moment, and being a very new charity, it's important we take our time to understand how we're going to operate. But the most important thing is to keep the conversations going, and so things like the Miles Better in March, that is completely free. Anyone can sign up and be a part of it. And when they feel ready and comfortable, if they want to join the fundraising page, then we empower them to do so, knowing that, the people who did the 100 burpees in November, they know the efforts that they've put in, have trained 10 mental health first aiders around the UK. So we can use that again and say, look, if you're willing to leave your comfort zone, willing to get talking, this is the kind of feeling you can have at the end, knowing that you're supporting people and communities you'll never meet.
Who are you hoping to appeal to? We do hear a lot about how men particularly are affected by some significant mental health issues, but is it across the spectrum? Anyone can get involved?
Anyone and everyone. We just want people to get out and get talking. And one of the things at the moment is we're asking a lot of people to get talking in society, which is really nice to see. But from our point of view within the project and changing kind of how we're asking people to talk, we really want people to understand how to listen, because if you don't know what to say when someone tells you they're not okay, how are you going to feel and how are you going to react?
Isn't it funny, we communicate more than we ever did before, people posting everything on social media, but actually face-to-face conversations, listening to people. I read an article the other day saying that's actually a dying art.
It's a funny way of putting it, and I can see why, and it's really important. So if we've got people, so within a mental health first aid training course, you're taught how to listen and to depict the information that really matters and really be genuine and empathetic, and then learn how to signpost people where to help.
Now, initially I thought I couldn't walk 100 miles in March, but I think I could. I can do 8,000 steps a day.
So you're going to sign up?
I will, I'll do it.
That'd be
I'll
amazing. We'd love you to sign up.
I'll do that and see how I get on. And how do we do it though? How do we get involved?
So perfect. Thank you for asking. It is on our website, thewoodpeckerproject.co.uk. There is do a challenge segment, and underneath there, you'll get an automatic reply from us, and it'll have all of these in an information pack, welcome pack, tells you where to sign up, everything you've got involved. And then if you want, we'll put everyone in the big WhatsApp community group where we can keep each other company for the whole month.
I think we could get the team involved in this. My producer Sam's out there. He's quite a sporty individual. I think he'll do it. We might get into a little bit of competition here, see who can do the most. We're up for it.
That would be brilliant. And like I say, if you can't do the 8,000 steps a day, plan it in or just get moving. Do what you can do and set like a recognised goal if you're fearful of trying to do 100 miles.
I will warn you though, I am fiercely competitive once again.
That's brilliant.
Embroiled in this. No stopping. Well, it's great to talk to you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks
just remind
for
us
having
once again how people sign up.
So if you head to thewoodpeckerproject.co.uk or find us on social media, and there's many links on there to sign up to the Miles Better campaign. Fantastic. Really good to see you, and we'll update maybe after March, see how things go. Brilliant. Thanks you so much for coming in. That was lovely. Thank you for that. Now get me and Sam will sign up for it. Oh, thank you so much.